I'm waiting on you. Let's see. It works on Facebook. Hey, Karen. Cool. All right. We're going to get ready to rock and roll. Looks like we've got some similar faces here, or familiar faces, I should say. Um, I want to know if you guys can hear me okay. Karen, you said it works on Facebook. Good morning, Scott. Karen, can you hear me okay? Hello, Salama. And you guys on Instagram, you guys can hear me because I'm going through my phone here. So I'm just curious. How we all doing? How we all doing this morning? Coming at you with a new, it's basically it's an old camera, but it's one that I finally got to connect to my new MacBook. So I'm playing around with that. What's up, Instagram? Sounds great. Good morning, Scott. William, what's up? Yes. Okay, cool. Salima. Isn't that how I said it? Salima. I'm trying to pronounce Salima. Hey, there we go. I think I got it. Oh, okay. Let me make sure that we're good over here, that everybody is seeing and hearing and all of that stuff. You guys over here, I know that you guys are hanging out with us here on Instagram. Well, happy Thursday. I almost forgot what day it was. Happy Thursday, everyone. And let me know in the comments, what are you drinking this morning? What's your beverage of choice in the AM? Let me know. Be curious to know what your choice of beverage is. And what I'm going to do is real quick, I got to make sure that we are streaming okay over there. And it looks like we are. What's up? What's up? If you guys are just tuning in, I'm just playing around with a new camera and some audio stuff. So I'm just making sure that you guys can hear me and see me. Let's see. All right, cool. Does the picture look the same? Or as far as, am I skewed? Does it look like I'm skewed on the camera? I'm just curious. Let me know. Already had some coffee, William says. Now on to sparkling water. I like that. Nice. All right. Okay. Let me get my little notes up here. Okay. So today, what we are going to be talking about, and I was thinking a lot about this after our conversation yesterday, which was really about creating content, but also about creating the right content and also content that's evergreen. And so I came up with this, this idea that if you really think about your market, if you think about what you're doing for your market in this idea or this thought, is we want to be the flashlight. Meaning, if it's dark over there and you're going over there to that area, you kind of need a flashlight, right? And if you don't have one, you're going to be kind of probably walking in different directions, not really going exactly to where you want to go. And so what I'm meaning by this is you want to be that in your market. So when someone arrives at your website, however they get there, you want them to be able to navigate without them having a lot of resistance or a lot of issues as far as finding what they really need and what they want, right? So by us being a flashlight in our market, that's all that we're doing. And there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can do that. But one of the biggest things I see a lot of people struggling with is like, how do I create content? And today I want to give you an action step to do. I want you to do an action step for me. We're going to talk about that. But before I get into that, I'm curious, are you currently right now actively creating content in your market, in your business? Put that in the comments. Put that in the comments. I want to hear from you guys before we continue here. Again, this is our coffee talk. This is our coffee session. So I'm waiting on you guys to give me what we're doing here. Okay. So If you guys can do that for me, that would be amazing. And I'm making sure once again, we got everything happening here. All right, cool. All right, good. We're good to go there. Let me get back over to my other dashboard here. All right, cool. Okay, so uh, cool. So Tim says, not skewed. Picture looks sharper than previous days with a slightly blurred background. Looks good. Awesome. Glad to hear that, by the way. Finally got it to work. I have a Sony camera, 5100, with a newer lens on it. And the camera just had problems with overheating. But you can't have a battery in it. So in order to get around that, I had to get basically it's a dummy battery that then plugs into the wall. Crazy, but it's a great camera. Um, okay, and you guys over here, you guys are just watching it on the phone, so you don't see what they're seeing. But yeah, hopefully, is it? Let me ask you this too. Again, guys, we're just spitballing here. What is my audio in sync with my video, or am I a little delayed, lagged? Just curious. I can't see it on my end, so I'm just kind of trying to get it with you guys. Um, okay, so, yes. Okay, cool. Alexander, awesome. And thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Lydia, it's a beautiful morning here in Georgia. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning here. It was raining like crazy, though, this morning. Did I say it right? Um, you're about to start creating the content. Good. Okay. So I'm going to be able to help you specifically here because I want you to be able to take what I'm going to share with you and start doing it immediately. Be the flashlight in your market. All right. Just maybe even write that down. Be the flashlight in my market. All right. And we'll elaborate on that. Gibbo, Gibbo963. Gibbo, can you tell me what your first name is? Just starting to do some videos demonstrating product range. Love that, by the way. Love that. Okay, let me go down the list here. Karen, yes, but only a couple of times. We'll be working on one today. That's awesome. So, my question also is a piece of content what would be the hold on, guys? Am I back? Man, I think I just lost the feed. It was crazy. Sound is going in and out. Seems to be in sync. Sync. Okay, cool. So all that's good. But man, it looks like I just lost my feed there for a minute. All right, I'm back. Okay, so oh, William, nice. So William says yes. However, just signed up at iWriter yesterday. Yeah, iWriter is a great service for. You have to do some digging. I'm going to be honest, but once you do, you're going to be able to find writers after you vet them out, and then that will help you in that creation process. Let's see. Lydia. Unfortunately, not yet. Spending too much time working in our business instead of on it. Frown. Yeah, that can be a problem, huh? So, you know what? One little bit of advice for you is, and this is hard, but I think you can do it. You want to designate time or dedicate time to working for one straight hour, just one straight hour. Now, that hour can consist on planning of what you're going to do in your next hour when you're available. But it's so important that you do that, and especially when you're running a day-to-day operation in your business. So that's something. JTL Fishing, what's up, man? YouTube audio seems synced. Awesome. Love that. Tim, I have started brainstorming content ideas and writing down a list of topics. That's really good. And that's where I want to go with this conversation, by the way. Let's see. Wesley says audio and video in sync. Thank you. If you guys are just tuning in, I was just asking because I had some audio and video stuff that was happening before I got on here that I'm testing, and I just wanted to get some feedback. So that's good to know. You did lose it, but you're back. Yeah, I lost the feed there. We had some internet problems here this morning too. My Wi-Fi was out, and I was on hotspot on my phone for the longest time. Hey Todd, what's up? All right, Cool. Now I know Gib0963 is Todd. So Todd, thank you and welcome. Okay. Hey Hassan, show up, man. I mean, hey, better late than never, right? I mean, just kidding, man. Yeah, glad to have you. William says, is it just me or is the video messed up? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so let's talk about this, and we're gonna dig into this. Okay, so okay, being the flashlight in your business, the first thing that you need to do in your business, I don't care if you're already up and running selling product, if you're not selling product, if you want to sell product, it doesn't matter. What you need to do is, and this is what I would do. I would take a, and I don't have a pad of paper here to share with you, but I would take a piece of paper, okay? And then from there, I would draw a square, and that square box would be your business, your market, your home base. Okay, so basically that one little square, I'm looking for a prop here. So one little square, and then off of that square, I want you to create 3 buckets. Okay, and those buckets I want to be questions, and then I want it to be how to's, and then I want it to be products. So when you have those 3 buckets, you're going to be filling those, and that is where you're going to be the flashlight. Okay. So imagine that someone comes up to you and they go, hey, I want to learn how to play guitar, but I don't even know how to tune my guitar. So you can either say, yeah, go search it on YouTube and you'll find out how to tune your guitar. Or you could say, let me show you how to tune your guitar. So basically, instead of them going out there in the sea of information, you can be the flashlight through that information to give them exactly what they're looking for and searching for at that moment. When you do that in a way that helps someone, genuinely helps someone, okay, it's going to get them to know, like, and trust you. So what's going to happen next? You're going to have the flashlight and they're like, hey man, that was awesome, thanks so much for that tip. And they're going to be like, okay, I know how to tune it, but how do I play a blues progression? I really want to play the blues. And you're like, flashlight. You can go out there and all of the information out there, because that's one of the other things, right? People say, Scott, why would I create information on how to play guitar? There's so many people that have already done it. This is true, but there's always room for more, and really more better content, as far as more better content. So this way here, you can help them in your way, okay, or in your brand's way. So even if it's not you, it's you curating information. That could even be you, because we talked about that before, where people will say, well, Scott, don't I have to be the expert? The answer is no, you don't have to be the expert. You just have to be the guide. You have to be the flashlight, right? So even if you didn't produce this content, let's say that you had a blog or a website that you were the one that went out there and collected all of the great stuff. This is what we call the reporter model. Okay. So when you go ahead and you're like, I don't want to go out there and create all this information, I just want to curate it, you totally can. All you have to do is be the one that has been down that road already. Hey, don't go there. There's a pothole there. Don't go there. Trouble, right? Don't do that. Don't do the progression scales that way, because that's harder. I found a way that I do it by looking at how this one does it and that one does it, and I like that better. This is what I would recommend, right? So it doesn't mean you have to be the expert. So what I would love for you to do is, I would start always with the questions that are being asked in your market. So one is to unstable. Here, are we back? I think we're back. I think we're back. All right. Wow. We are having a little bit of internet connections issues here today. Let me get rid of that. Frozen. You did lose it, but you're back. How about now, guys? Are we back? This is a little bit unstable today, and I apologize for that. Let me know, guys. You guys, I know that you guys are here. What's up? Okay, so if you guys have any questions, by the way, we're talking about how to be the how to be the flashlight in your market. I call this the flashlight method. It's where you are going to be the one that helps people in your market by giving them um, the resources or being their guide, right? And so that flashlight mentality is like, how do you take someone down a road so they can get there faster, right? And get them the answer faster. And that's what we're talking about. So it looks like we're back. That's good. Do you guys have any questions on this? Any questions on this at all? Right now would be the time to ask it. I'm going to take another sip of my coffee because yesterday, the coffee with Scott, my coffee got cold because I just kept talking. So I want to hear from you guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Drop them in the comments if you guys have anything over here, and we'll do it. So let's see what we got here. Hopefully the connection is steady. All right. It says I'm back, so that's good. Try something else here real quick. Yeah, if you guys have any questions on there, drop them in the comments as well. Okay, cool. Where do you find content ideas like questions and how to? All right, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to try to share my screen. Let's see. You I'm going to show you a little shortcut here. Let's see if it comes up for me. Bear with me, guys. And hopefully, okay. All right. And if I type in, okay, is there something, let me ask you this. Let's do this. Let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, application window. Yes, here it is. Let's see. I have to say that I'm going to allow it to share my screen. So hold on a minute here, guys. I'm trying to share my screen with you guys so I can show you exactly how to do this. Let's see. Okay, I have to go into, this is a new computer. That's why I'm having a problem here. Let's see. Is it going to let me do this? Security and there it is. Okay, privacy and let's see. I'm doing this on the fly, guys. And I don't know if it's going to let me do it. Camera, microphone, screen recording. Yes, Google. Yes. Hey. I don't want to quit now though. I don't know why it's not letting me do this. I've done this numerous times. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna have to just explain it to you guys, and maybe tomorrow I'll have it fixed and I can share. I can share this. It's so weird that it won't let me. Let me try one more time. Bear with me, guys. If you have any other questions, drop them in there while I'm searching here. All right. Let's see. Share screen. Application. Yes. Share. Hey, look at that. It worked. All right, cool. It worked over here. So check this out. You guys won't be able to see it, but I'll describe. Okay, there's a website. Yes, I will be on tomorrow. Someone just asked, Good Friday, are you going to be on? Yes, I'll be on tomorrow. Okay, so this is what is called Answer the Public. Okay, now Answer the Public, it's a free tool. There is a paid version, but basically, what you can do is you can discover what people are asking about, just as it says. Okay, so basically, if I go in here and I type in, is there something you wanted me to search for? I can do that live right here for you. Let's see. Let me go back and see if anybody has anything. Uh, oh, okay, JT has a question too, and I'm going to share that. I'll answer that here in a minute. JL or JTL fishing. I'll answer that in a second. It's on backlinking. But did anybody have a certain market or anything you want me to search into right now? And I'll do this live. This way here, you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Um, I'll give you guys like a minute and I'll take another sip of coffee. And guys, yes, I will be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So if you guys have any questions or anything you want answered, jump over here. We'll have another coffee talk. Um, hair extensions, great, love it. All right, this is cool, guys. Let's do a live dig here. Love doing this. Okay, so hair, okay, and I'm gonna put in extensions, okay. Let's see, extensions. I'm gonna hit search, okay, and now we're gonna see all of the questions and all of the things that are being searched for with hair extensions as being the seed of that keyword. All right. So now they have a visualization that we can do here, right? So you can see like this map that they give you, right? So it's basically all of these are like the prefixes that are being added to it, right? So I'd have to look like this on the side to see all this stuff. But the other thing you can do is just go here and search by, excuse me, data. So here's what they did. Okay. Are hair extensions worth it? Are hair extensions bad for you? Are hair extensions vegan? Are hair extensions ethical? Are hair extensions damaging? Are hair extensions expensive? Are hair extensions a turnoff? Are hair extensions damaging to your hair? So that's just one group. The next one would be, can hair extensions be dyed? Can hair extensions be bleached? Can hair extensions thin your hair? Can hair extensions be used on short hair? Can hair extensions get split ends? Can hair extensions fall out? Can hair extensions stop hair growth? Can hair extensions cause hair loss? All right? How hair extensions work? How hair extensions are made, how hair extensions changed my life, how hair extensions are done. You get the point, right? So I can keep going here. Which hair extensions are best? Which hair extensions are least damaging? Which hair extensions are the fastest? Which hair extensions are the best quality? Why? Why hair extensions are good? Why hair extensions are bad? Right? So I can do this all day long. And so basically now we go into okay, so now here's another representation. Okay, let me go into the data. So can hair extensions can you wash your hair? Hair extensions can you wash? Hair extensions can damage your hair, right? So all of that stuff. And then here's comparisons. Okay, this is another good one. So if I go into comparisons, let's see. Hair extensions or not, hair extensions or wig, hair extensions or clip-ins, hair extensions or weave, hair extensions or no, hair extensions or dye, hair extensions or weft, whatever that means. Versus, that's another good one. Hair extensions versus no extensions, hair extensions versus weave, hair extensions versus wig, hair extensions versus sew-in, hair extensions versus clip-ons. Those are all blog content ideas, guys. So I just came up with probably here, I mean, gosh, I mean, there's over 80 questions that were asked just from using hair extensions. Okay. So hopefully that helped you. Let me know. Did that help you guys? Let's see. Uh, aquascaping, fishing, JTL. That's funny. I could do that. Aquascaping. I don't even know what that is, Lydia. Um, I don't even know what that is. What is that? What is aquascaping? Did I even say that right? Preschool education. I like that too, Karen. And I could totally do that. Let's do that. Let's go on over. This is fun, right, guys? Let's go back and you can see here too. We have all of these. We have questions. We have prepositions, comparisons, alphabeticals, related, all of that stuff, and we can download that report. So if I go back, let's do a new search. And then we're going to go with, what was it? I think you said it was education. Let's see here. Preschool education. Okay, so let's go back. You guys can't see this right now, but that's probably why you also want to be on Facebook, but or YouTube. But you can always go back and watch the replay of what I'm doing. But basically, I'm using Answer the Public, and then I'm just going through this exercise. So let me get in there. So preschool education, right? So let's go ahead and search that. While that's searching, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Okay, let's see. We got 22 questions. Okay. And you can see some of these didn't turn anything into anything. So let's go into the data. Okay. Is preschool education worthwhile? Is preschool education compulsory and in Singapore? Is preschool education important? What age preschool education? How preschool educate? So this more, I would go a little bit more niche down for this because we're just talking about the education. What I would do for yours, because I know where you're at, is it would be more like, um, let's see. How about this? I got one. How about home school? Uh, let's see, preschool. And let's just see what happens there. Oh, I hit my maximum number of free searches for today. I can't do anymore because I don't have the paid. See how they got me? Right? So I can't do any more digging there. Sorry, guys. I guess tomorrow we'll do it again, maybe, if you guys want to. But yeah, I would probably go down that angle of is I would let me get that off now. I would probably go down the angle of looking at preschool, at home preschool like education, something along those lines. The other thing that you can do, and I can go back here. Let me just see real quick. Um, the other thing that you can do is just go to Google, all right? And then you're going to do a quick search, and it would be school home uh, education. Let's see, right? So preschool home education. How do I homeschool my preschooler? What is the best preschool curriculum for homeschool? Should I homeschool my preschooler? Can you homeschool a 4-year-old? So those are questions that you would probably want to answer because people that are asking that question are probably interested in homeschooling their preschooler. If they do, guess what they're going to need? They're going to need your educational information. They're going to need your worksheets. They're going to need your curriculum, right? But they're asking the question, they're almost ready to start, doing the educational piece for their preschooler, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's what we got to look at. So many people look at like, okay, I want people that are just searching for homeschool curriculum. Yes, but you can find a lot more outside of that that would then lead them in. So hopefully that helped you, Karen. Let me get out of that. And let me go back over here and see what we got going on. All right, guys. Um, okay. All right. So, Salima. I got to remember how to say that every time now. You told me it was Sal and then Lee and then Ma. Uh, how how do we know which question are asked most and to focus on? The thing is I wouldn't worry about looking at how much they're being searched for right out of the gate. I think what you need to do, it's kind of like you got to get in the gym. We got to get you in the gym, right? So I need you to just start going through that exercise and I need you to start creating content. Then we can get more strategic. One thing that you could do is you could go to Uber Suggest and you can look and see what keywords are being searched for and get an idea. But I wouldn't bank all of my ideas off of that. Okay, that could paralyze you because then you're like, oh, I want to make sure it gets enough searches, and oh, I want to see if it's got a lot of competition. If your market needs it, if you're going to be the flashlight in your market and the guide, you got to create it regardless, right? It doesn't matter at that point. So hopefully that helped you. Let's see. Kitchen cleaning for Hassan. Okay, so again, kitchen cleaning we can do some content around like best organic cleaner for counter, right? But again, that's not necessarily the market that I'm trying to go after. I'm going after then the organic, like at home stuff, right? So I'll give you an example. That same person that is looking for a kitchen cleaning solution that's organic. See how we niche that down, by the way, right? So that person that's looking for that is also probably interested in not using plastic bottles, probably also interested in not using chemicals on their lawn, right? They're more interested in organic. And actually we're looking into that right now. I'm looking at like this vinegar solution so we don't have to put chemicals on our lawn. Um, Pest control. There's people that want organic pest controls, right? Or pest control stuff because they don't want that. They want organic. That same person might want organic foods. So then we're going after the organic market, not just, kitchen cleaning supplies or home cleaning supplies. You see what we did there? That's what I need you guys to start thinking about, not necessarily the one thing, because I wouldn't say I'm just going to start a blog on cleaning a kitchen, like kitchen cleaning. Like someone's going to find that one question that's answered, and then that's it, right? I want to know the person that's coming there, and I want to try to be more specific to that person. Okay, and then once I am, then there's other things in the realm of what they're searching for that we can have them come back to, right? So organic gardening. Maybe they don't want to buy or they don't want to buy regular fruit or regular vegetables. They want to grow their own. Well, guess what? That same person that's looking for an organic kitchen cleaner is also probably a potential reader or listener or viewer of how to grow organic vegetables, right? So that's what I would, if you're just starting, I would not start going that broad and also being like house cleaning, right? Like there's more to it. The person that's looking to be organic or be green, right? That's a different thing now because we have all these other ways that we're going to be able to get in front of those people. So hopefully that helped you, Hassan. Um, William says concealed carry. Okay, so again, concealed carry, is it someone searching for the rules and regulations and all of that stuff, or how to get their license, if they need one, or permit or whatever, right? Is that who it's for? Or is it for also the person then that's looking into guns and looking into ammunition and looking into scopes and looking into all of that stuff, right? So that's kind of, I wouldn't be just looking at that one thing. It's the person, right? And then that person's going to need, probably earmuffs, right? When they're out shooting, they're going to need probably maybe targets. They're going to need, a belt. They're going to need like a carrier. They're going to like whatever, right? They're going to need those different things. Um, yeah. So that website is Answer the Public. Answer the Public. Um, so you can go there and check that out. You only get, I think, 3 searches, I guess. Uh, Renee, what's up? Uh, Landscaping for of aquariums. I got it. Okay, that's an interesting market. Um, yeah, Lydia, you know what I would do for you? I mean, you can definitely start searching that just by the exercises I did. We could do this again live, either tomorrow or the next day, if you want. And again, so let me just call a timeout real quick. Um, this is exactly what we do inside of Brand Creators Academy. Which, by the way, I don't mention this often, but we are open right now to the public. So if you're interested in looking into that, now would be the time. We're only open a few times a year. So I wanted to just see if I had, yeah, I've got that there. If you guys are interested in checking that out, brandcreators.com. But what we do is exactly what I just did. That was just a slight glimpse, but I'll do another one of them for sure once I can, because I'll have that search thing lifted. And then we can dive into like Uber Suggest and stuff like that. So we can do a whole morning coffee on that if you guys want. I love doing this stuff, so it's fun for me. Um, but yeah, so Karen said, yes, it did. You have given me more ideas. Thank you. No problem. Okay, so pros and cons of having a course that is always open and having evergreen webinars to lead people into versus a course that only opens a few times a year and requiring a live webinar anytime or every time. Yeah, I mean, I can speak to this because I've done it. I did a live webinar for about 2 years straight every single week, and it's great and it works. The problem is it's a lot of work. Number one, you're always promoting, and then you're always then figuring out the webinar. You're figuring out the ads and all that stuff. So my decision to open and close enrollment for Brand Creators Academy was for two reasons. One, I didn't want to have to promote all the time, like, right? So I just wanted to be able to, the people that are ready to start building the brand, they're ready at the time that I open. When I close, I still have free resources, and then that will also educate them so that way they're, when I do open, if they're ready and they want to join, they can. So really, I did it because it just simplifies my life. And then I can focus all my energy on helping those brand creators that are inside of the academy. So that's the reason why I did it. And then also it does give it, you know, it gives it a, a limited time that you're open. So if you didn't get in this time, you're going to wait until you get in next time. So there is a little bit of urgency built into that as well. But that's not my priority. My priority is it frees me up from promoting that all the time. The only thing I'm promoting when we're not open is basically my playbook, which is $4.99, which basically all it does is it helps that person go and start working on their build. And then it also lets me know that they're serious about building a brand. And then when we do open, they would be a very good, fit for Brand Creators Academy. My checklist is basically free. So that's it in a nutshell. But I've done it both ways. And what people don't realize is when you're doing webinars, when you're doing paid ads, when you're doing all of that stuff, it takes a lot of work, but it also takes a lot of managing. And so this past year, I did a lot of stuff. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna simplify, and that's what I'm doing. So, Hassan, yeah, was that helpful, Hassan? I mean, does that set you down the right path now? You understand what I'm trying to say, right? Um, Okay, yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, sure, I'll definitely do that. And Lydia, back to your landscaping of aquariums. I would love to dig into that. That just seems like a very obscure niche, and I'd love to see the potential in it. So we can validate it live here on one of these coffee talks. So if you show up again tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, whatever, and we have time, I'll definitely do it. Just come back and remind me, and then I'll just open up the laptop. We'll dig in. That's what I want to do here. I want to be able to help you guys. And again, I mean, this whole coffee talk, really a way for me to connect with you. Like, there's no like, I'm not doing this so this way here you'll buy something from me. Although I know that in time people will. But to me, it's just about connecting with the right people. So, whether I have, I mean, on Instagram, there might be 10 people on at once, like, okay, so it's 10 people. That's 10 people, and hopefully that grows. But more or less for me, it's Facebook and YouTube. And whether I have 20 people that are on here with me live, or if it's 100 people or 1,000 people, doesn't matter to me. What matters is that I'm connecting with the right people. And so really that's what it's about for me. In all honesty, like I could care less if you come here for these coffee talks and you never buy a thing from me, because I know that the goodwill that comes from it, it just outweighs like any type of well, I didn't get paid, so like, why do you keep doing this stuff? Because that's how you can stand out in your market. And the same thing goes for you. Like, if you're creating useful content, that you can be the flashlight. So I'm the flashlight for a lot of people, right? So I want you to be the flashlight in your market, right? If you're the flashlight in the I want to go organic market, well, you're starting from scratch. Why not document that as you're learning it and then just blog about it? Why not? Right? And then you're going to naturally start to get some traffic, right? But the one thing I want to leave you with today is the action step that you can do right now is you can create those three buckets: questions, how to, and products, and then just start filling those buckets. If you just take 15, 20 minutes and focus on just that, you're going to start to get more clarity on your market. And that's going to help you, because once you understand what the market wants, what it needs, what it's searching for, it just makes it that much easier for you. All right. So any last questions here? Oh, we've got another one that came in here. Oh, Lydia. Well, yeah, of course we can. Lydia, yes, I forgot that you are part of Brand Creators Academy. So yes, I want to do that for you. So um, make it a point. Post in the academy that you want to do a deep dive on that. We'll do one. I've got in the academy, Chris Schaefer, that is, him and I have talked about it. I think we're going to do a live deep dive session with multiple niches that we're going to drill down in. And we're probably going to do that next week. Because we asked our members some ideas of what they would want us to drill into, and there's probably 20. So I think we're just going to fire up the laptop, kind of like we are here, but we're going to spend an hour or two just drilling and kind of validating and yeah, so we'll totally do that, Lydia. I have no problem doing that. You know that. But yeah, I forgot that you're inside the academy, so I apologize for that. Let's see. Leo, what's up? So what do you think of bundling? What do I think about bundling? I think it makes sense. Because you can add more value to one product, but I guess what are we talking about? Are we talking about just bundling and then that's going to separate you? Anyone can do that. So bundling is great, but it's not like the only way that you're going to separate yourself, because then what's going to happen is someone else is going to bundle and do the same thing, same exact thing. I think your time would be better off. You can bundle just to have that. Like, so bundling would be a great way to add another product SKU, by the way, too. So if you have 3 products and one product is let's say one of your best sellers, and you got 2 other ones that could be bundled together, then create a bundle and create a new SKU. Why not? We've done that numerous times. It's a great way to test a bundle too. Take 3 of your products, bundle them together, and sell them as one product or one bundle set. So yeah, uh, this is a good question, Salima. I got to practice that. This is a great question, though. I love this. How do you build a faceless brand? Okay. Number one, I wouldn't say faceless. A brand, you always want a spokesperson or someone that is the face, even though that face is just the face, right? You want contributors, okay? And those contributors could be pen names. They don't have to be people that are really those, because you might have a writer that they don't want to be even tied to it. But you can have pen names, and that just protects people's privacies anyway. I mean, book authors have done that for years. But what I would recommend is always set up your website or blog as not just that one person, unless you want to be the face of your brand, which I would warn you on that if you ever plan on selling it. Because if you ever want to sell the brand, it's going to be hard, because then you would have to go with the brand. So you got to be careful on that. But I do love the idea of having contributors, right? And we do that in pretty much every single brand that we start now. It might be a spokesperson, but it's always going to be contributors. So you're going to have like featured, a featured bass fisherman that's going to share their tips, right? Or maybe it's someone that does. It's kind of like a magazine where they have a column every month, right? So think about it that way. But that's how you would do it. But you do want some personality with the brand, and what I mean by that is what do you stand for, right? So if you are in the bass fishing world, you might be the dad that likes to go fishing with his son, because it allows him to spend some time away from the busy life that we live, right? And he grew up with his dad taking him fishing. That could be the thing, right? The other angle could be like someone's just a diehard fisherman that just loves to go out and compete. The whole nother that's their goal, that's their mission, right? So you do want to have that. So hopefully that helped. Iva, what's up? Iva's another one of our brand creators. What's up? Love it. Love those. Yeah, we're going to be doing more too, Iva. And Iva's a great contributor in our Brand Creators Academy tribe. Yeah, she says, love the deep dives on the niches. Yeah, they are helpful, right? I love doing them. I mean, they're just awesome. Okay, and then at what point in your research do you buy a domain? Well, we got to do the validation process first, right? And so inside of this thing, we do a lot of validating. This is like validation is number one. All of our brand creators all go through the handbook, or basically the playbook. But basically in here, it goes through the validation process. But it basically looks like this in a nutshell. Okay. Number one, we need to validate if that market has traffic. So you talked about hair extensions. I'm pretty sure, but I would do the research. It has a lot of traffic, right? Actually, you know what I'm going to do real quick? Let me do this real quick. I'm going to go into Ubersuggest, and I'm going to type in hair extensions. Just that one random keyword. okay? And I'll give you guys the numbers here in a minute. All right, so hang tight. All right, so hair extensions. Okay, let's see. Let's see what it says here. All right. 165,000 searches for just that one keyword. Okay. And then here, you know what? I'll share my screen again, guys. Haha, I can do it. Let's do this. All right, here we go. All right. Let me get out of there. All right, we're back. Here we go. So I basically just put in hair extensions, and then you can see we have 165,000 search volume. So that means that's technically what's being searched for. I don't use Uber Suggest as like it's like 100% accurate. It's actually low. And I know this because I've cross-checked it with a variety of brands. So if I look here, hair extension clip-in, it gets 60,500. Clip-in hair extension, 60,500. Tape for hair extensions, 27,100, right? Then I look down here at content ideas, right? Nostril hair extensions, what the heck? Okay, so basically all that stuff, right? So then the other thing that I would do is if I looked at this for like just hair extensions, I'd click on this. It's going to bring it over to these different websites. So you have luxuryhair.com. So luxury hair must be posting content. And there are for that keyword, hair extensions, which gets 165,000, they are ranking number 2 and 3, right? And then you have hairextensions.com here, glam or glams seamlessly, or yeah, seamless. Uh, so all of those, right? So if I click on luxury hair, it it goes over to their website, which seems like a pretty nice website. But now what I can do is I can look and see actually how much traffic luxury hair is getting. They're getting 1,037,000 per month. Okay. So I just checked off the box. Is there traffic? And did someone validate that there's traffic? And the answer is yes, there is. All right. So that's how I validate that. So traffic, then is there a website that's already doing it that I can model or that I can get some research on? Yes. Is there content being created? Yes. Are there products being sold? I didn't go through that here, but yes, I know there are. I just seen that even tape, hair extensions themselves, clip-ins, whatever, right? Like bobby pins or whatever you do with that stuff, right? All of that. So again, I'm validating that. So there are products for sale. There's probably affiliate products for sale, all of that stuff. Once I get to that point, that's when I say, I'm ready, right? And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy a domain name. First, I'm going to get a trademark check, make sure that I'm not violating any trademark, buy a domain, set up hosting, start publishing content. Like that is the simplest form that I can share with you here this morning. Again, this is exactly what we talk about inside of Brand Creators Academy. And again, if you're interested, we are open right now for enrollment. So brandcreators.com, you can go check that out. We're open till Friday, by the way. And then we close the enrollment for at least a couple of months. So again, if you're interested, go check that out. And that was helpful. Cool. And Karen says, I've been through the academy and went to BAL, loved it all. Awesome. Yeah, so BAL is Brand Accelerator Live. That was our live event last year. And then the academy is Brand Creators Academy. That's where we are actively building brands and helping others do the same. So if there's not any other questions, I will, well, my coffee is about half done, still a little bit warm. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up. You know what I would love for you guys to give me is I would love for you to give me a topic we should talk about next. What is a topic that you guys want to go into a little bit deeper? Let me know that. Whether you're watching this live or you're watching this on a replay, let me know what are some things that you want me to address or that we can make our sole focus for one of these coffee sessions. And then the other thing is, let me just look down here. The other thing is if you think that there's someone that would get value from this, invite them. That's all I ask. Like, I'm not asking you to buy anything. I'm not asking you to even buy my $4.99 book. I'm not asking any of that. Just asking you, just invite people. I am a big believer in goodwill in a market. I'm a big believer in word of mouth advertising. and it's more powerful than anything that you can possibly do. So when you create good content, that's one way of doing it. It's evergreen. Or if you do things like this, whether that's on camera, whether that's on a podcast, or whether it's just even doing written content, but it's more personable, there's just something to that. So I'm asking you that if you think that someone would find value in this, that you think would be a good fit for our coffee talks, just invite them. Just mention it. We are going to do these at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be doing these daily. This is my, what is this, 13? I think this is number 13, 12 or 13. I lost track now. But yeah, I would love to. Time for one more whiskey and bedtime. Thank you. Have a good day. Hey, thank you, man. Todd, thank you. So, okay, yeah, cool. Okay, JTL Fishing. Backlinking, maybe some SEO services you have tried. Okay, we just talked about this yesterday. We had a private call inside of our academy, and someone had brought up when they should start focusing on backlinks. So my question to you, JTL Fishing, is this. How much content are you producing and creating right now that is evergreen content? And so what I mean by that is what type of blog content are you writing? Is that content searchable? Is it being SEO optimized? To me, we've been building two brands, well, actually three, if you want to talk about the one that's about 3 years old now, and basically following the same mindset. We have never actively went out and did a backlinking campaign. Okay. Brand number one that is getting, I just looked this morning, we got 180,000 page views last month alone. And all of that was not through doing backlinking outreach. Now, do we have backlinks? Yes. How did we get them? Easy. Content that could be shared, content that could be linked to. So if you focus more on the content side, the natural backlinks will happen, and Google is getting smarter and smarter and smarter. So if you start to manufacture backlinks, there's always that chance that Google will basically take those and then discredit those. Now, if you want to go down the backlinking, and if anybody's watching this or listening to this and they're thinking, what the heck is a backlink and what does it mean? It's basically having someone from another website, preferably with a high authoritative site, something that's got some authority, and they link over to your site. It's giving a vote, technically, in Google's eyes, that site that is trusted and that has good authority is also linking over to this piece of content because it finds it valuable. So Google gives that a little bit of a bump in performance because it's a sign of it's good, right? So for years, people have been building these high authoritative sites just for a backlinking network, and it's just black hat stuff. I never recommend that. That's why I don't go down that path. But the way that you could do it that could be legit is you could just go into like Ubersuggest, a tool like that, go to one of your competitors, see their backlinking profile, and then from there, see which sites are accepting guest posts, and then from there, offer to write a guest post. Like that would be like the cleanest way to do it and the only way that I would even think about doing it. But right now, we're not even doing that. The second brand that I talk about inside of the academy, no backlinking at all. That one there last month got just over 9,000 page views. Actually, I can look right now. I'm going to do that. I want to give you guys some accurate numbers here. I can tell you exactly. Okay. So let's see. Overview. I'm in my analytics. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So let me go back. Okay. So last month. Okay. So that's that website that has zero, by the way, zero backlinks that were created. We do have backlinks, but none that we created on purpose. Got over 7,500 page views. Okay. And the organic traffic that came in from that was, let's see, 3,272 people searched and found our site. And we are getting ranked. We are ranking for over like 4,000 or 5,000 keywords right now. And that's increasing all the time. And I'll give you another example. Okay. Let me go back here. I'm just navigating my analytics. The other site that I talk about, no backlinks, or we have backlinks, but we didn't go out and try to get them. 13,960 page views and 8,837 organic searches, basically people that came over from a search. Zero efforts on backlinking. So what I'm trying to tell you is I would not worry about backlinking right now. I'd worry about creating some really good content. That would be it. And I would do more content. And I would focus my efforts on that. So was that helpful? Hopefully it was. Let's see here. All right. So I think that was it. Okay. Salima, I bought your first book. In the brand book, is the brand book different? Well, this book here is the most current, and it is new. And this here is the one that I call my playbook, because this is all around building traffic, assets, and then monetizing through that process, but also when you get enough traffic. So there's a process to that. So if you purchase, I think you're talking about Ecom Business Formula. That one there was more focused around, yes, doing some of this stuff, but also around physical products. And this here has physical products in it in the monetization portion, but more around diversification. So this is different. Yeah. So anyway, hopefully that answered that question. But yeah, give me some topics though, guys. And like I said, just give me some ideas of what you would like me to dig into. The other thing I do want to dig into too, because I wrote a whole book on this one too, is basically mindset. Like this has a lot to do with mindset. So I definitely want to dig more into mindset. I think mindset is something that we don't consider. But a lot of times, like you're not getting the result because you're limiting what you can do, because you're either overthinking it or you're getting in your own way. You're perfectionism, like all of that stuff. So, I mean, again, I'm going to be drilling into that stuff here on these coffee talks as well. So, all right, guys, that's it. That's going to wrap this little coffee talk up. If you guys have any other questions, drop them in the comments. I'll try to address them either in the comments or I'll address them on tomorrow's call. And yes, I'll be back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time. All right, guys, so that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, remember, take care, take action. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.